Hey guys, we're here at the Texas Motor Speedway where Chevy just previewed the brand new 2019 Silverado.
That's right, they flew it in on a helicopter.
You know what, let's just show them, Nathan.
Watch this.
As you know, a new Silverado doesn't come along that often, so when Chevy literally dropped the new 2019 Chevy Silverado Trail Boss from a helicopter, we were surprised. Nathan and I are in Dallas at the Texas Motor Speedway covering Chevy's 100-year anniversary of the pickup truck. And as you can see from this fun drone video, Chevy literally spelled out the number 100 with pickup trucks. We weren't expecting a new Silverado to drop out of the sky, but when it did, we were prepared for it. Check it out as Chevy unveils the new truck before the Detroit Auto Show. After this Chevy presentation, let's do a deep dive and take a closer look at the new Silverado, and we'll try to figure out everything that we can from the short time that the truck was on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are the first people in the world to ever see the all-new Silverado. This is our all-new Silverado 2019 model year. Now, if you would just excuse me one moment, I need to get a picture. This is honestly the first time anyone outside our company has seen this vehicle. This is a sneak peek, and you will be the only people to see it before we actually reveal it to the world in Detroit in January. Now, I'd like to introduce you just to a couple of people, very, very special people. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to John Cafera. John, could you come out? John is our chief designer. He designed this vehicle. John Cafera. And the guy that is the chief engineer, Tim Herrick, come out. Tim is the guy that engineered this unbelievable badass truck. Awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, think about this as an all-new truck, 100 years in the making. It combines what we have learned building 85 million Chevy trucks with feedback from more than 7,000 truck people like you on what they wanted in their next Silverado. The design of the 2019 Silverado continues the Chevrolet history of industry-leading pickup design. For example, the advanced design trucks of the 1950s and CK series of the 1960s set the standard for their time. It's absolutely no coincidence that they are also some of the most coveted, most collectible vintage trucks, as you know, in the world today. The next generation Silverado is poised to change, really change the face of trucks again. As you can see, it's strong, it's modern, but it's instantly recognizable as a Chevy truck. It goes without saying, yeah, and I'll take your order too. It goes without saying, but of course, the new Silverado was shaped by our 3 truths about trucks that I mentioned earlier. Because we know how much you depend on your truck. And the next generation Silverado will be subjected to the most aggressive testing ever in our history. Because we know what comes first for you. The new Silverado delivers uncompromised capability and performance. For example, the new Silverado uses a stronger, roll-formed steel alloy for the bed floor, contributing to a cargo box that is both lighter and even more functional than ever before. Because we know you want the perfect truck for you, the new Silverado will offer more models and more engine transmission combinations and more features to help you find your ideal truck. This behind me is the 2019 Silverado LT Trail Boss. It combines the off-road equipment of the Z71 package with a 2-inch suspension lift right from the factory. And unlike aftermarket lift kits, the Trail Boss off-road equipment is fully tested, validated, and warranted by Chevrolet. Now, as I said, we will share more information about the new Silverado when it does make its public debut at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit this January. But we today wanted to celebrate with you and give you, the first people in the world, the sneak peek of this amazing, absolutely amazing new truck. Now, for those of you that are keeping track, that's exactly 100 years after we delivered the first Chevrolet trucks to our customers in January 1918.
Chevy rolled off the new Silverado and never gave us a closer look at it, and that includes the interior. However, they did release these 3 images, so let's take a deep dive and see what we can figure out about the new Silverado by checking out these images. First and foremost, the most striking exterior design feature are the round wheel arches. No more squared off wheel openings, which should mean that you could be able to put larger tires on the new Silverado. And speaking of tires, if you zoom in on the pictures, you'll notice that they are Wrangler Duratrac tires, at least for the Trail Boss, although the images do not clearly show the tire designation. On the back of the truck, you can't help but notice dual exhausts and, of course, rear bumpers with much larger footsteps than in the current trucks. The cab air spoiler and body-mounted side mirrors hint at the fact that GM paid special attention to the aerodynamics of the new truck. There are a couple things missing in this Trail Boss version of the Silverado. First and foremost, there is no side radio antenna and no visible running boards or side steps. Now, looking very closely, you can tell that this truck perhaps has Rancho off-road shocks, similar to the ones that GM currently uses on their off-road trucks. Check it out, that looks like a camera mounted on the back of the cab inside the center brake light. And there's also an interesting bump on the top of the tailgate. Could it be an additional folding step? This truck that they rolled out in Texas has what appears to be mirror-mounted lights or turn signals. And of course, this seems to be a trend now. The bright and bold Chevrolet stamped into the back of the tailgate, just like Ford does with the F-150 and Toyota does with their truck.
Well guys, there you have it. That's a preview. If you want more details, you'll have to wait till Detroit. So if you want more details, you can go to TFL Truck, or we live stream the whole thing. Where?
On TFL Now. It's a YouTube channel, and it has all of the live streaming.
And of course, we've got more pictures on TFL Truck. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.
See ya.
Ciao.